Imagine a game where NPCs actually remember you, where your choices shape an entire world, and where your character isn't just a digital doll, but a fully autonomous being. That's Enzoy, and in today's video, we're diving into why it could revolutionize the simulation genre, and is this popular simulation game that's coming out very soon overhyped? There's been a lot of talk in the Sims world about whether or not The Sims will ever meet its match, and while some Simmers are saying Enzoy is not on The Sims level, others are getting ready to call quits on the long-time game after Enzoy releases. Before we get into this video, I do want to say, what is up, guys? My name's Simian. My name is Yen. I play simulation games. Did you see what I did there? And we're going to be talking about whether or not Enzoy is overhyped and all the details behind this. I do want to mention that Enzoy's release date is March 28th and how it's developed by Crafton. Now, there are some groundbreaking features such as AI memories, open world exploration, and mortality-driven gameplay. Now, Enzoy's 2024 roadmap and the power of transparency is one of the biggest factors that could set Enzoy up for success this year in its approach to communication. Now, their roadmap for 2025 lays out their plans, but will truly make a difference is how direct and upfront they are with their community. A lot of Simmers have been frustrated at EA's lack of transparency, so many people are kind of backing out of the idea of, will The Sims ever be fully transparent about what's going on in game? But as for Crafton, they have been very transparent about development, pricings, progress, challenges, and upcoming features rather than keeping players in the dark, and they have a real chance to build trust, unlike other simulation games such as, of course, The Sims. Enzoy has opportunity to set a new standard by keeping players informed and engaged, and if Enzoy does it right, they won't be just another simulation contender, they'll be the next simulation competitor. Now, although this game is going to spark some controversy as far as rivals, I do want to quickly get into that fact that the director of Enzoy has acknowledged The Sims as a major influence and expressed its respect for its legacy. He did emphasize that Enzoy is not trying to compete with The Sims, but rather provide another option for fans of life simulation games. Kim highlighted the challenges of capturing the complexity of life in game, acknowledging the depth and Sim has achieved over the past years. First one I want to get into is advanced AI with real memories. Zoys are more than NPCs, and they learn from past interactions and relationships. I think this is definitely going to take storytelling to the next level. Their personalities evolve, meaning no two players will experience the same game. This could lead to deeper storytelling and fewer repetitive interactions. I do know a lot of people are not on the AI train, but again, it is the future, and whether you like it or not, it's coming. If you do not like or nor support AI, you have the option to turn it off. Now, it is going to be interesting to see storytelling because, again, you can just let your NPCs stroll around and do what they do, and they will autonomously just act out what they want based on the interaction that they've had prior and experiencing around the world. I do think that's really cool because you can actually see how your Zoys are actually interacting with the world. If your Zoy is a bad person, a lot of people will pick up on that and they'll get the vibes, and maybe they will react a certain way when your Zoy walks into a room. Another one I want to get into is the karma system and mortality-based choices. Unlike The Sims' neutral world, Enzoy reacts to your choices. So your behavior shapes how Zoys see you, whether you're kind, manipulative, or something in between. This creates consequences, making the game a little bit more immersive, and again, the storytelling. I'm a big gameplay simmer, so of course I like when things can actually play out in a way that it's not so cookie cutter, and I do love the aspect of storytelling. Now, the next thing I want to get into is open world. Now, as much as I don't want to keep comparing the two, open world is something that Simmers have been asking for a very long time, but Enzoy looks like it's topped the match. There's going to be 3 unique regions, such as a city, a coastal bay area, and a tropical resort. So there's no loading screens, traveling seamlessly between locations, and players can shape the world through city management mechanics. So you can actually custom design your own world, and whether that's billboards, buildings, or things walking by. And I do feel like it's going to be cool because everybody is going to have a different world of their own, especially if you're into create a world build mode and you're just overall into designing. Now, it's not going to be as detailed as City Skylines where you literally design your city from scratch, but there's going to be options where you can change little things here and there around the world that'll make it personalized to your own. I think that's going to go a long way when it comes down to not only storytelling, but also just to have that design. And I do want to quickly go back to the AI features because I think that AI generated storylines and autonomy is giving us a hint at the future. Now, Zoys will make independent choices. Your roommate might randomly get a new job or break up with their partner. This makes every playthrough feel more dynamic, and no need for scripted scenario packs. The game creates them for you. So, for instance, in Sims, we create our own storylines. Like yes, we do have the option on whether or not we want our Sims to be able to walk around and do its own thing. But let's be real, because of the bugs and glitches, a lot of the times they just end up standing there, or they don't do things exactly how you want them. But with Enzoy, if you do toggle the AI on, you do have the option for your Zoys to make those independent choices. Let me know down below in the comments, is this something that you guys are interested in? Another one I really want to talk about is fully customizable furniture in homes, but I really want to talk about players can now edit textures, patterns, and materials, and no need for mods just to recolor objects. You can actually do this in game, and you can implement even textures into the game as well if you would like, especially if you want to have your own maybe logo, or you want your own design, and or maybe your Zoy is into the entrepreneurship route and they are trying to create maybe their own furniture line or their own clothing line. You're able to actually customize what you want and add it into the game, and therefore have it display in the game. I've seen a lot of early access creators use this feature, and I think this is something that's going to go not only well with storytelling, but also it's going to take the world and the simulation life to the next level. This is something that The Sims has mentioned before, so when they did EA Creator Day, and of course they did say that AI is something that's going to be coming along soon. Now we can actually type in exactly what we want and it'll be a custom build for us. Now they did say this is a working feature, but because Enzoy is already on this, it does look like The Sims either needs to catch up or they might just be a little behind by the time it comes out, because Enzoy will be on to the next feature that can help progress this. Another thing I want to talk about is multiplayer and community features, and Enzoy is rumored to have a multiplayer mode allowing real-time interaction, so this is something that they're saying could be in the future. Now again, they are talking about online events and community-driven content, which keeps the game nice and fresh, and it just gives us an overall vibe of what we can expect towards the future. Now I know a lot of simmers are not into the whole multiplayer, and a lot of people just like to play on their own, but I do think could be a really cool interaction because it's similar to GTA almost. A lot of people are saying that Enzoy is a mixture of The Sims with GTA, and I could not agree more. It does feel like that vibes, and I think that'd be really cool to just walk around and meet other NPCs that are actually people playing the game. Now there has been already some talk about whether or not your computer can handle this, and we'll be getting into that into a separate video. But as far as specs, I do feel like this is going to, your computer better be able to handle it. I'm just gonna say. Now speaking of community, I do want to get into a little bit of face recognition, and we're gonna be talking about face scanning and customization over in Create a Set. Now it is no secret that players can upload their own faces into the game. This makes character creation more personal, but again, a lot of people are 50-50 on this. I've seen a lot of people be very happy about this feature, and I've seen a lot of people be very negative about this feature because again, you are able to get someone's face and put it into the game. So there's a 50-50. I see both sides, and I see why some people might be turned off at this idea, but you guys let me know down below in the comments, is this something that you're interested in? But speaking on that topic, I also want to get into photographic powered by Unreal Engine. Now we all know the Unreal Engine has been teased, but since now that we do have it, it is amazing quality that you are getting when it comes down to seeing the world as is. Now, there has been speculation and some early access players who did state that the nighttime lighting is not the greatest, but the daytime is amazing. Again, Enzoy is still a work in progress, and I'm definitely going to keep expressing that because, again, it's not fully released. I think a lot of people are thinking that March 28th, the game is going to be released, and then there's that, and then this is what we're going to be getting. No, it is still not completely done. So even upon release, it's not done, and the creator has mentioned that. So again, just stay tuned for more information because I will be covering all of that. A lot of people do love the fact that The Sims has this cartoony look, and it definitely feels like you're playing more of a doll-like game. But there are some simmers who are loving the hyper-realism look when it comes down to, of course, Enzoy. And again, this is where people are saying that it's a mixture of GTA and The Sims. Now, the detailed environments and facial expressions make interactions feel a little bit more real. And again, a lot of people are wondering how will this affect performance compared to The Sims 4. The next thing I want to get into is vehicle and transportation. This is something that The Sims community has been asking for a very long time, which is transportation in cars. Now, although I did see in some early access videos that the cars are kind of a little wonky sometimes when you're entering the car, that all the other cars disappear around you, and sometimes that the cars don't fully function just right. Again, this is still early access and this is still in progress. So hopefully these features are going to be fixed a little bit later on after release, but this is something that we already have. This is something that the Sims has been teasing for us. Again, we do have cars in The Sims, but nothing that we can actually get in and use. So a lot of people are excited at the fact that not only can you use it for transportation, but you can actually click and drive yourself to the destination, which is something that is just out of this world because it's just, again, y'all, people are comparing it and it's given GTA, and I'm so excited about it. Now, with that all being said, do you guys feel that Enzoy is overhyped? Between the AI memories, open worlds, mortality choices, and deep customizations, do you think that Enzoy could finally be the game to dethrone The Sims, or will EA step up and fight back? Let me know down below in the comments, and definitely give this video a thumbs up if you learned something new. And whether you're a silent viewer, you like my videos, you share my videos, or you comment on my videos, at the end of the day, you showed me some love, and for that, I thank you. I will see you guys all in the next video. Bye.